A few months ago, I had the pleasure of having my grandkids over, and I was wanting to find something on TV that they'd all enjoy, and at the same time something I would. So I was flipping through Netflix and saw the movie Cars 3, which I have not seen. So we started watching that, and as I watched that movie, it was very powerful. Lightning McQueen was realizing that his racing career was probably moving toward the latter stages, and he was struggling with what that meant. He was trying really hard to compete, but wasn't showing the fruit from it that he wanted. And in the midst of his frustration, he went back to visit his boyhood idol, Doc Hudson, and he was telling Doc's friends all of his struggle. And one of the friends told Lightning, he says, "You know when Doc's greatest moments in racing were?" And Lightning, without hesitation, said, "Well, sure, when he was winning all of his trophies." And this old race car just shook his head and said no. Said Doc's greatest moments was when he was training you to be a racer. As I watched that, I have to admit tears were coming to my eyes, because I knew that there was transition coming in our pastoral staff in just a few months, and that those two people that were coming were both really young people. And I saw that God was giving me kind of a vision for a repurposing of my ministry, and an opportunity to be a mentor and a coach to two young people that are excited and new in ministry, and a way to groom them. And so I embraced what was happening, and not looking at getting old and aging, but an opportunity to repurpose the gifts that God had given me so that I could pour in to the next generation of pastors here at Sunrise.
Genesis 21, 1 through 7, the birth of Isaac. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the very time God had promised him. Abraham gave the name Isaac to the son Sarah bore him. When his son Isaac was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him as God commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarah said, "God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me." And she added, "Who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age." Aye. It would be a miracle.